Hi, good evening everyone. I hope you're doing fine. So in today's topic, I'm going to talk about the differences of the basic salary between Laos and the UK. It is quite sad but true that the minimum wage per day here in London is worth much more than the whole month's salary in Laos. In fact, this is one of the culture shock experience I've had, coming to European countries, in the UK in particular. Now let's take a look what is the minimum wage here in London. So the minimum wage in London right now is at £11.95 per hour, while the rest of the UK is at £10.90 per hour. This depends on the company. Some companies still offer the basic salary as low as £10 per hour. However, that is still a lot higher than the basic salary in Laos. Let's say if you work in the UK and you get the minimum wage at £10 per hour, one day you work for 8 hours and that is £80. I understand that people here paying income tax, where in Laos we don't. Even after tax, your earning here is still much more than the whole month's salary in Laos. So let's take a look at how much people in Laos earn. So as 2022, the Lao government has increased the basic salary from $55 to $70 because of the high inflation. So $70 is like £55 or something. And if you convert it into Lao kip with the super high inflation right now, that is 1,250,000 kip. Where back 3 years ago, the basic salary in Laos was 1 million kip, and before the inflation, 1 million kip was equal $130, or about 104 pounds. And with today's super high inflation, 1 million kip is equal $53, or about 42 pounds. So that's even less than before, especially if you get paycheck in dollars, which some employer would pay their staff in dollars because it's less for them. So this is quite sad news for a lot of local people. If you ask me, how do Lao people even live with that? It's a big struggle, and Lao people manage to make it work by sticking together. So with that salary, of course, you cannot even pay for the rent per month, unless if you stay in a dormitory room with just blank room that you have to get all your household separately, and that's going to cost you this day at least 800,000 kip. So that is about $45 per month or something, but for a lot of local people that's still a lot. So yeah, everything has gone up like more than double for the last 3 years because of the high inflation and everything. And for local people that's a big struggle, but for tourists it's still as cheap as before because the value of foreign currency like dollar, pound, or Thai baht, it's still the same if you bring those currency into Laos. So when you come to Laos and if you eat in restaurants, do consider giving some tips to the waiters because they earn so less money. $1 or $2 is gonna make a big difference for them. Even for me as a local person, every now and again when I have friends visiting from overseas, when I take them to eat in the main street where they provide great service. So if you go to Laos, eat at a restaurant, do consider leaving some tips for them, $1 or $2. It would help them a lot. So yeah, thank you, and do come visit Laos. It's a very beautiful country. You will love it. Bye bye.